Lucky Flex. Cyclone, I represent for the One Drop Podcast. You know the thing, you know the lingo. Get to the money, get to the cash. Yo, a Cyclone, you know. I represent for the One Drop Podcast. You know the thing, you know the lingo. Chat, chat.
Watch out, now. Watch out, now.
Welcome back. This to another episode of the One Drop Podcast. This is your boy Lucky Flex,
and this is Tracy Loyal.
Dylan Jai in the building. Check in.
Yes.
Episode 16.
This is episode 16.
Check in.
You know what I mean? Moving and grooving out here. You understand?
Moving fast too.
Yeah.
Can you believe it?
Yeah. So how was everybody's week? I know. You know, we didn't get to record on Sunday because of Mother's Day, but, you know, we here on a Tuesday. So now how was everybody's Mother's Day? Did y'all do anything special or anything like, you know, out of the ordinary that y'all do for your mothers?
As usual, I'm always cooking. All she wanted was dinner, her money in the envelope. You know, she don't do gifts like that.
Oh, yeah.
Why money? Money in the envelope. We all had to go to church.
Oh, y'all went to church?
Yeah, we had to go to church.
Cool.
She don't ask so much. Thank you. Thank God.
What's up? How about Auntie Pot? What you do for Auntie Pot?
Celebrate.
Oh, you don't celebrate no holiday? he did say that though.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Can't just argue with him. But at least did you say it or?
Yeah, I tell her Happy Mother's Day, but you know, really nice. My celebration.
Yeah.
And I ritual them.
Oh,
we know about.
Oh, okay. And she respect that. I guess that's good.
Of course, mommy know everything when me I deal with, and she.
Yeah.
That totally respect, but she love when me I deal with. Yeah.
Shout out to Auntie Pot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, me and Matt, me and Marsha, we did a brunch for our mothers here. You know what I mean, at my house. So it was just like breakfast foods and stuff like that, and I mean chit chat and you know what I mean, laugh and all that.
I think that's pretty much all we did too.
Yeah,
just home. That's it.
Yeah. So you know, big up to all the mothers out there. You know, we can't do nothing without you. You know what I mean? So keep on doing all the good works. All right. So let's get back into the podcast this week, and we have a bunch of news that come. You know,
busy week.
It has been busy in the news. You know, we report a lot of things that's happening in our homeland, which is Jamaica, and we see a lot of things that's going on that is shocking. You know what I mean?
And some disturbing.
Yes. The first thing we want to talk about is the shooting on Hope Road in St. Andrew. That's a corporate area. And broad daylight, a shootout between police and some gunmen.
Three.
Yeah, so. Did y'all see the video?
I did.
Yeah,
so,
I saw it.
At first, I was just like, nah, this can't be real.
Yeah.
I really didn't think, like, this would even happen broad daylight.
Well, shootings happen in broad daylight in Jamaica.
This was a shootout.
But
remember Tivoli?
Yeah. That was it. Exactly. That's
hours, 12 hours.
But the thing that
shootout with police.
Exactly. But the thing that make it stand out the most is because where it happened, it's in a corporate area.
Yeah. It's in the middle of traffic.
Yeah, it's a corporate area in heavy duty traffic. You know, that's the busiest time of the day in that area. Cars are, bumper to bumper and really nowhere to go. So you're putting a lot of lives in danger when, shooting between these cars to get to these gunmen. So that was the only thing that made it so crazy. Like, you putting all these, you got children in the cars, you have elderly in cars, You could have took a lot of people's lives that didn't have to.
Yeah, I think tactically, I don't know if they could have did anything better.
It couldn't have done anything.
I don't think
Or
they could.
they could have waited till they got out of a less populated area because the police definitely had the drop on them. It seemed like, and they decided like this is the spot where we're going to get them. So like pick a better spot. To me, it seemed like the police could have picked a less populated area.
I think they could have, have some roadblocks somewhere where it's less.
Set them up. Too.
Yeah.
You know
what I mean?
Because a lot of people could have got hurt.
Exactly.
I know they're traumatized. I mean, I would definitely be traumatized.
Well, I feel like
there in a car.
Look at the population that you feel like that was traveling down Hope Road. You know what I mean? It's always people that's going from school or to work or whatever, of course. But corporate area is mostly the upper class. You know what I'm saying?
That's Trafalgar Road right there too. Yeah. So it's like everybody up outside.
Everybody's going on that road, but it's a corporate area. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sometimes. So
exactly. So at that point, you know what was there is the money man and the money woman. So if you can't, you see how fast they got there. So you feel
like they move so swift without.
Exactly.
But the article said that it took police a mere 13 minutes using Jamaica Eye to apprehend a gunman.
That's what I'm saying. They should have used Jamaica Eye and found a better spot.
Listen,
13 minutes.
Listen, I never seen police come to an area that fast in Jamaica over a shooting.
I don't know how fast they got there. They could have said, I don't know what happened. I just saw the little video, the clip of the shooting.
Well, that clip was very interesting.
It seemed like a lot of people, like you said, lives were in jeopardy.
Yeah,
not only the gunmen, not only the police, but a lot of people in the streets.
But we also had an officer that was taking shield.
He was protected. He was good.
Yeah. Over a pedestrian car.
The man job for cover.
But you not.
He's supposed to be protecting
the pedestrians. He's supposed to be protecting the people.
Pedestrians to get out the way.
Exactly.
Clear out, making sure that they're not there.
Listen.
The crazy thing is, you see him when he pull up on the bike. When he got off the bike, I have
nobody
no clue.
see when he jump off the bike. We just see the bike in front of him in like about 2 cars up.
I don't know. I feel like he was just John for cover. I mean, I said, all right. But no one look on him saying they hide.
That man was hiding.
I don't want to say that.
Listen, but that man was stressed out because he had the gun out and not one shot he bust nothing. He didn't bust a single shot in that clip. I don't know if he did it after that. You know what I mean? Yeah. But that man went to bumper, the left bumper to the right bumper, kept on going.
Back and forth.
And was looking for an opportunity to run or hide. One of them.
Nah, he looked like he was looking for an opportunity to get to a better spot.
He
wasn't looking for shooting.
I don't know.
And shoot one of the pedestrians in the head. Come on, bro.
Other cops was doing the same thing.
But the other cop that was letting off, he was aiming at a spot though.
That man was just shooting at anybody, bro.
The good thing is,
I mean, at least they killed the gunman. Them,
right? and no one was hurt. That was a good thing.
That's somebody. You know what I mean? That's somebody's life and whatever. But you know, when you come to do wrong, you know what I mean?
You did the crime, you know what you gotta go.
Exactly. But you gotta have, that's the consequences that these people take. If you're gonna go out there and risk your own life to, you know what I mean, to get whatever you came to do or whatever, then you must be willing to die.
And they did kill somebody too.
They definitely did kill somebody. Yeah.
He was 48 years old, businessman, 1 shot to the head, took his licensed firearm, and they was out of there.
Yeah, so what happened to them is really like karma.
Instant karma. I call that instant karma. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what happens.
So Jamaica I can't catch. When they gun them, I come out waff.
Nah, they can't catch that. They will never catch that. They can't see that.
They can't see the people
because that's somebody business. That's also somebody business also. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. Everybody.
So don't turn out CCTV.
They got it.
That's a good question.
They got it. They just don't care to do anything about it. I feel like these little things that happen in Jamaica when it has the mass of guns or the mass of drugs that's coming into our wharf, daily. It's big business for somebody that's, somebody in Jamaica.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? And exactly.
Like always say.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It is nobody but them, because poor people don't own nothing on the wharf. We don't own no ships. We don't own anything that we can have, use for travel to smuggle anything. So, these upper class criminals that, that's funding the country with violence and drugs and all of these things, those are the people to be blamed, and the government turns a blind eye when it comes down to that. So, Now,
I mean, the question is, or like we were talking about earlier, when are they going to bring this whole Jamaica Eye thing down our country?
I doubt it.
No, I mean,
it's not necessary.
Why not?
It's not necessary.
There's something down there too.
Yeah, things are happening, but not on that scale. If you look at the numbers though, it's not on that scale.
Well, all right, maybe no shoot that happen, but
murders like in rural areas in Jamaica is not that crazy. It'll be like, okay, like Jamaica have like 1,000 murders, right, for the year, or 1,200.
That's a lot for that little country.
A lot. Let's say have 1,200, roughly 1,200, right?
Yeah.
On average, 1,000 out of those 1,200 murders would be either in Kingston or Montego Bay or like somewhere where it's a big city. You know what I'm saying?
Not per se, because a lot of those numbers are in Clarendon area, which is
Clarendon is a city.
I know Westmoreland
is a big city.
That's one big city in Clarendon that you could say that.
That's probably where the numbers get registered too.
It's a lot of rural areas.
I know, don't West going back to,
You have Mobile, you have local places, but they put up a Zozo. Where they put Zozo at? Where they put Zozo?
Which part?
Where the most Zozo at? Montego Bay and like Kingston. Because at this population there, like that's where you need the cameras at, because there's so much people moving.
Yeah,
police can't monitor everything. But if we look at area, police can monitor and ask questions because they know the people in the neighborhood. They can talk to them. Yeah, they have better relationships per se.
Okay, it is a different dive. I guess police and resident relationship in the rural areas, because most of the police that's in those areas are from that area.
Exactly.
And you barely have
differently.
You
police differently.
Yeah, exactly. Because you barely see anybody out of that area, come to that area and be police. It's not normal to come, bring a Kingston police to a country rural area.
I mean, sometimes they do that, but
I'm just saying it's not common. You know what I'm saying?
I just thought, if they're going to say it took the mere 13 minutes from when it happened to catching up with them, like, damn, well, drop Jamaica Eye in every little parish then. Yeah. I mean, that would help, right?
Drop it at the wharf, them.
The wharf, I definitely agree. And then private land strips, drop it over there too.
Yeah, the airport one off, drop it over there.
Yeah,
I'm just thinking, I mean, I'm gonna commend them for even moving so swiftly. Jamaica Constabulary Force.
I'll give them the praise for that, but. I'm gonna be a critic also. Do that in those areas that really need it. You know what I'm saying? Do that in a Kingston 13. Do that in a Waterhouse.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Do that in Tivoli. You know what I mean? Do that in those.
Have it down there and it's probably still.
Listen, bro.
Not work.
They don't.
Not work.
When shots are reported fired in those garrison areas, they wait till people them dead. Everybody dead. All right, we can come pick up the body then. That's the only time, bro. Or if they coming down there to raid somebody, or come pick up somebody. That's the only time they do it in those garrisons. So I would love. I'm very proud of the Jamaica Constabulary Force to take action that quick, but do it in the rest of Jamaica. I would love to see that.
I mean,
that's
hopefully.
crazy.
Yeah.
Because it's just like I keep on looking at it. I'm reading I read the article, and I'm just looking like, damn, they move pretty fast. And he was tracking them every step of the way.
The man them said 13 minutes. That means that
that's record time.
That's what I kept.
That's
record
what the
time.
Jamaica
Observer said that, and I'm like, what?
Man, you know, one of the police have to be around the corner. I get them breakfast brother, because I can't.
No, it's the Jamaica Eye that was just tracking them every step of the way. It was tracking them.
All right,
you know. So
I just want to see they do that in the rest of Jamaica. I would love to see that.
That's what I'm saying.
I would love to see that, and you know, big up to
solve all the carpet crime first.
Oh, you want to the carpet?
Not first, but two.
No, two. Yes,
two.
Yeah,
they're not good, but they're not. Listen. They don't like.
They focus on the worst.
They focus
on the end of the tunnel.
Yes, they do, and it's for a reason. They need a fall guy.
Like I said, the tail of the snake.
You need a fall guy. That's like last week we was talking about the banker that stole all the money. I bet you it's a big ring. She's a fall guy.
Okay.
I
get what you're saying.
I get what you're saying. There's higher ups that you know are involved.
Exactly.
But you just don't want to take them down because you know the risk.
Exactly.
Bigger risk.
You listen, you got those big names in Jamaica. You know the big names in Jamaica?
Donate to
they donate to this charity and this political party and all these things.
Yeah.
They can't get, caught up. You know what I mean? Because they have to be prestigious. They have to their name have to stay up there. They can't get dirty.
Why society operate like that though?
Because that's how.
No, that's like all societies.
All societies are like
Greed.
that. All societies are like that.
Greed always play a part.
Yes.
Greed
and
always
power
play a part.
and power.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they will show their power in all levels. It don't matter what the consequences is. They're not. They'll take somebody out real quick before they even get their name dirty.
I mean, we sat there and watched it.
Corrupts and
Trump did it right in front of our eyes.
Absolutely.
Like you got, you have the power families in America here. You got the power families in Jamaica. Same way, all around the world is power families that run their country, and nothing that they do will be into the light. It's always in the dark. So
that's why they need to put the eye on them. That's what I said.
Wow. You would never see it. But big up to Bounty Killer though, because he spoke up on this issue also with the shooting, and he basically bun out all of the gunmen them that feel like this was an okay move and feel like this is something that
should be glorified. Like, I don't get it.
I big up to Bounty Killer for speaking out on his platform. And you've seen people in the comments saying all these things. I thought that was
really crazy. One of the comments was just basically giving one of the line from one of his songs.
Yeah,
and she was just that was uncalled for.
Why is it uncalled for?
Because over the years we see that he made a change. He took responsibility for the songs that he did.
He has come out
and said a huge change.
He has come out and said he came out and said like, yes, I made those songs when I was younger, and those are the things that I seen and I experienced. But I should have expressed it in a more responsible way. You know what I'm saying? And I can respect that. If he can look into himself, and say that, all right, well, I could have did things better. But everybody was young at one point. Everybody wanted to do things in their own way. So if you are older man, you could reflect and say, all right, I could have did things better. I think that's a person that's trying to do something better.
I commend him for it also, but still not knock your person with comment and say what they say. Because when they say the truth.
And then the song, he said...
They didn't... I know like she'll tell a lie.
No, it's not a lie. But at the same time, you're now comparing that 20-year-old Bounty Killer to a 50-year-old Bounty Killer.
Exactly.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That's what you're doing.
But you cannot say that, all right, well, what he's saying now, he should have been saying back then. Like you can't say that because it's totally different mentalities. What you did when you was 20-year-old, you could, and what you wouldn't do now.
That's true, but all the wrongs that I did, like at some point below, deep inside, you had to wrong.
Of course.
So at any age.
Yeah, I
know what we do.
You all, I'm not
especially
saying,
when we reach 18, 20, and
you got to take responsibility, of course,
and that's my thing.
That's my thing.
Yeah,
her comment was him taking. That's like her putting responsibility on him as well.
Yes, I like it. Everybody
absolved from it.
Everybody is entitled to their own opinion. You know what I'm saying? So, and I mean, you can't say, oh well, she just giving her opinion. You know what I'm saying? These are the things that you like artists have to be mindful of, is responsible of what you're putting out there. Your artist, your artistry is your artistry, but putting out a message that's going to affect the community, that's different. Exactly. You know what I mean? And I stand my ground. I don't feel like music is going to influence somebody. Crime, you know what I mean? To do crime. I
don't believe it influences you to do crime.
I don't.
I just think they need to be more responsible.
It's influence in a way. You have a look at influence.
I feel like I feel like
said 50-50.
I said no. I feel like if you have this song in your head and you're playing this song over and over and over because you like the song, of course you can feel like, you know what I mean. You could feel like
rub off.
You could rub off a little bit,
especially if you have like other people around you.
Yes, have the same like mind.
Exactly.
Yes, but at the same time, I don't feel like the song itself is gonna say go do this.
Catalyst.
You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. No, it's not. Yeah. I feel like what you see and who you're around is more influencing what your action is gonna be.
So what then do they clap that girl when she comment?
I think everybody had their own.
They do it in a nice way though.
Well, yeah.
Some people was just like really trying to show her that, okay, you know what? That was him a couple of years, 20 years ago, whatever. That's not him now.
Exactly.
Like a lot of people was just pointing out the good things that he's doing or has done, and just to let her keep that in mind. Like in the comments. I mean, I'm not gonna say, oh, they were just dragging her, but they were just more so giving her.
They dragged her. Me not have a question.
They were just really trying to explain to her. Like, but even Bunty was just really standing his ground too. Like, his comment back was, it wasn't disrespectful, whatever. He was just like really trying to like tell her like, listen, that was the old me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, for the fact that he even came out and like took responsibility for his previous music or whatever, I commend him for that.
Yeah.
Definitely, he's the only one that came out and like really addressed it.
But at the same time, he put out gun songs back in them times. You know what I mean? But
he put out gun songs now.
But he also put out social,
righteous. It's balance.
Yes, it's balance. He was a balanced artist. He put out social songs that like poor people fed up. You know what I mean? All of these songs like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But people not really attracted and talk about those songs.
No, they don't.
No.
Exactly.
They never find those songs.
You don't remember those songs.
They're not in your catalog.
Exactly.
Yeah, they don't remember those.
That.
Yeah, because I go and song them I listen to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I mean, Bunty always been a artist that
for the poor people.
Yes,
really.
he also been a conscious artist. Even though he put out certain songs that I guess glorify crime or whatever, but he always been a conscious artist that he looked for the greatness of our Jamaican government to say, all right, step in and do things for poor people, or change up your politics or whatever. He always had a voice for that.
Yeah.
So
he always speak out.
Yeah, so I definitely had to big up Bunty Killer.
Few artists like that. A few of them.
Yeah, you got a few. You know what I mean? You got a handful. It's definitely a handful. You got most of these artists don't care. They just want to get that money so they can go floss and do all their little dumb shit. But
lack of structure.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And
that plays a part.
It's nothing you can say to a person that didn't come from money and now getting money now. You know what I'm saying?
That's self-made.
It's self-made. You know what I'm saying? So once you don't have that money, you get money in your hand. You can't tell that man nothing at that point. You can't tell him nothing.
More too. And they have your family to get more.
Exactly.
Like, what y'all say?
Yeah. They not listening to you. They say you're like a broke bro.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody talk.
But You know what I mean? But big up Bunty Killer. We definitely commend you for, making your voice heard on that issue, because I feel like, a lot of Jamaica needed to hear that. It's needed right now. And they need a giant to make those stands. So, big up to Bunty Killer. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Yeah.
But, Jamaica boy. Did you guys get to see the on stage interview with Damien Crawford?
Yeah, I caught a couple clips. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Did you get to see it?
Yeah, but I'm not impressed when politicians talk.
Well, okay, so he is a politician, but I mean, he is stating facts. That's what I like about it.
Especially when them out of power and attack.
Yeah.
You would say he's out of power?
He's the opposition.
Yeah, he's PNP.
Well,
he's out of power.
Well, yes, of course. But I'm just saying, he had facts.
Yeah, them always have facts and figures when them out of power. They always
but he's the first to come out, though. He's the first to come out and actually address it.
I'm a bit dancer.
Not just
everything with my tabo, like the consciousness and the righteousness in my tabo. Like my book.
Alright, just keep it dancehall then.
But man, I Rasta.
Listen,
no Rasta.
I feel like he's a very intelligent man. I love
can't
when
fool
he
me,
speaks.
bro. No, intelligent. Like maybe no how people get this wrong. Like me, I try bashing man. Like, me like the things when me hear him say, but I, knowing how politics work and how politicians do them job, it's just go through one ear and come out the other, because
it's true.
You're in a position for actual make changes. Yeah. But you over here talk on YouTube and talk on some social media network where you can actually push through laws and regulation to open up if you dance and open up if you Jamaican. Yeah. But no, you just want to look like you're a good guy.
But
you want to create a bad guy. And you are the good guy we are called save.
So who's to say that he's not, in the works of doing that, or he has put that, petition to do that? You know what I mean?
I don't see that track record. I'm not going to say that.
I don't know that man track record.
Based on the stuff that coming from him before that I've seen, me not really follow politics, so me not really like talk about it. Yeah. But the little, the little vice, big vice bites that you hear. Based on the stuff that I used to hear from him, I know nothing positive. You feel me? And I'm not really conscious.
Well, not that. Well, me listening, I
just know my call. I followed
him. I followed him before he even got into politics.
That's the thing.
I followed him before that, and I felt like he was a voice.
I don't know him before that.
Yeah, like I feel like when I heard him, advocate for different issues, that's happening in the rural area and into the inner cities. I felt like he was genuine, you know what I'm saying? And this is him being, one of the UE graduates when he came, doing, being in social issues, you know what I'm saying? So I felt like he is being, very sincere in what he's talking and passionate about what he's talking about when it comes down to social issues. Him getting into parliament now, I just feel like he's a younger voice and a younger politician where he's trying to.
But he's been into politics. He's been in politics since I know him. He's been in politics
for the past couple of years.
Where do you know him before? When the past couple of years?
Yeah, before, all right. When Obama came to Jamaica, he wasn't in politics. I don't think
he was in politics since Porsche days, bro.
Yeah, but I'm saying not Porsche days.
Yes, he was. He was in the party at Porsche days.
Oh wait,
he's been in politics.
I'm not saying I'm saying he been in PNP, but I don't think he had a seat.
He had a seat.
He had a seat.
I don't think
MP or some area high leader or responsible for or
because he's a senator now, right?
He had some position in that party from a long time,
it was as high as where
10,
he's
15
at,
years before. It was close, but
it wasn't high. It wasn't where he's at now, though.
I'm telling you, he was second to the prime minister when Porsche was in party. When Porsche did that prime minister,
okay.
This is her last reign.
Yeah, at them time them make a little speech. Them man used to bash dancehall, brother.
I never heard him say that.
And bash poor people. You see me? So
I never heard that man say that, so I can't even speak on that.
I only found out about him through my mom. That's how I found out about him.
Politics. You think about politics and politician when them talk. just no listen. Because action do it.
I feel like, you know what I mean, anytime I heard that man speak or whatever, it was genuine. I feel like if he had more power under his belt, maybe he'll make a change.
Be a little, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I can't swear for nobody because nobody know that man's heart or nobody know that man's mind.
Me can't swear for everybody within politics.
I can't swear for nobody.
Me I tell you, Lukey, from the inner the little thing there and the inner little house there, and them do the little thing there. Nothing now come out tight. Well, take my word for it. I don't mean to seem like a pessimist. But that's what it's set up. I saw it set up to run. Set up to run.
Of course, I think politics has their own way of dealing with things, and I feel like they set. I think people intentions go into politics very pure. I feel like I feel like when they go, they want to make a change. But I feel when they get in there, it's a beast. It's little. It's a little thing. It's a thing that in there that can change you drastically. And it's not for you. It's not like really you. It's the best of two evils. You know what I mean? You have to eliminate something to do good for something that you really want to do.
Certain things work in it.
Yeah.
And the things that work inside of it are not the things that you might be deemed right
exactly.
or righteous.
Exactly.
You know what I said?
Yeah.
And you might have this drawback in yourself like, oh, I don't want to do that. But at that work.
Exactly. And that and the majority rules in certain situations too. Because now, like, you have something, like, I seen, like, what show is that had a lot of politics in? The Wire, right? The Wire had basically, you basically either taking care of the schools or you're taking care of crime. Which one are you going to pick? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And which one is everybody complaining the most about and what's on TV the most? The crime.
Yeah.
So you're gonna try, you're gonna pick the crime.
All right, we can't say
you're not gonna put in the work for the schools because the schools gonna get, they can get off and on that little budget that they have, but they gonna go to that crime because once they can get the crime, they get all the accolades, and they said they got all these people arrested, all these people off the streets, and then the school suffers.
News clips and voice
and exactly. Mm-hmm. So when you get to that point now, where you have to make a decision as a mayor or a governor or whatever it is, you have to pick the best of the two evils. Which one is going to get you elected next year or the next 4 years?
But what about, not about people, no. We as people, we need to wise up within ourselves. Like, we need to realize, and like, it's like we create these excuses for the things we're harming and for doing the bad things, We don't create excuses for do the good things. Like, with politician thing now, a politics thing, we look funny like, how long we are alive long enough to see plenty of politicians.
Yeah.
Enough to read all of them.
Yeah.
And look on it, all of them track it, what they promise and what they do, and what they say they might do and what they not do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right? And we go from Jamaica, with the America now, and I see them thing, and I'm like, Jamaica, different country, different system, parliament, English system.
Yeah.
Come America system. Different total politics.
Yeah.
But them are doing the same thing.
Of course.
You see me? And the politician them, I see them game them play.
Yeah.
And like them change them blueprint, them run the same game and we fall for it every time. And then when they out of power now, them come talk a bag of things like them can't talk everything. Cause I see them thing. That's what they do. Obama do the same thing. Like, you can talk when you're out of power. When you're out of power, you can say anything.
You can do anything and you can say anything. But in any country you have, you need poor people, and you need a middle class, and you need rich people, because they can form that divide. You know what I'm saying? Within a society, you need that divide to keep politicians going in every country.
But remember that shot? Remember that shot that we forget. 4 years ago.
4 years. You know what?
8 years ago.
That's what I'm saying. But
12 years ago.
Listen.
We remember every World Cup, and we can remember every Olympic, and we can remember all of these things.
True. Yeah.
True. And even when a sports person mess up, we not forgive them.
No.
Like, if Kobe miss a shot, you hear about it Kobe,
forever,
you hear about
forever.
it forever. You see me?
Because it's keep reporting.
If you lose a final, you hear about it forever. But with every time people that have the most important job on the planet.
Yeah. because
they control millions and billions of people.
Because the media, the media is also play a part where you can switch that narrative. You know what I'm saying?
People them feel know better in themselves.
They should.
If people them are feel it themselves, them are go through it every day.
But listen, true. As an individual,
but they create excuses. They gonna say, "Oh,
yeah,
he changed."
Listen.
I don't understand.
Listen, we are the problem too, because
we are the major problem.
Because the thing about it is, right, is we have this mentality is not, what have you done for me 10 years ago? It's like, what have you done for me now? Yeah. What have you done for me lately?
What you gonna do for me? It's what you gonna do for me.
Exactly.
What you gonna do for me?
Exactly.
That's our mentality.
That's our, exactly.
We'll live on that promise.
And we'll live on that promise until you get into that 4 years into office and you don't do anything that you said.
And then that's when
the next person come, what you gonna do for me?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And we still on it. That's like, when you having this little hamster wheel and you hanging that little cheese right there and he running for it. That's it. We'll never get what we want. You know what I'm saying? And that's in every society that's going in the world. We always have we live off a promise, and we always get that little saying that promise is a comfort to a fool. Yeah, we be the fool every time. You know what I mean? We have elections and we say that, oh well, we're voting for change and we're doing this for change. And
the lesser of two evils.
And the lesser to be voting for the lesser of two evils. And it's like literally it's bad that we do this, but it's something that we have to do. And like I'm a voter. You know what I'm saying? I vote.
People them have other options. Me tell you what, if people them just don't care about themselves. I tell the truth.
Like that,
but them not care about themselves. Them create excuse for the calamity that them inner.
Okay.
You see me I say? Like, I see them excuse them lead we down the line to that road that we are go. You see me?
Yeah.
And the pushing off and the acceptance and the yeah, all right. Because it not happen to you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yes. In a year face but I them think that it all face your kids.
Yeah.
It might not face you.
True.
It's a lot of things getting put in place, especially in the US government where, we're going to see a difference in our society, and not even in voting too, but I'm saying like it's society period. Like you're gonna see
everything going
different things. You're gonna see a lot of changes going on.
Social engineering.
Yeah.
You see me? Social engineering. Them people are studying anything. Them people have labs. Them people have labs, Tracy, and they have think tanks. So then go 5-6 people.
That remind me that
plan for 100 years. They plan for the next 100 years.
Yeah, it's a documentary on Netflix talk about that.
I know,
you gotta watch it.
I say work,
Yeah.
You gotta watch
the
it.
people who control
scary.
things, then plan and say, I saw the next 50 years ago.
Yeah.
I saw the next 60 years ago. And I saw it go.
I feel if as a people, if we don't, have the right intentions and in our mind, follow our mind sometime, because we get influenced by a lot of things that we look on these phones, on TV, all this stuff. If we don't have a mind for ourselves and we don't have a way that we want to raise our families, we're just gonna be falling in every trap that they put out there. You know what I'm saying? And it's hard to get away from them. It's definitely hard to get away from it, because if you don't isolate yourself from certain things, you're gonna fall right into those little traps.
It's a trap.
You know what I mean? It's a trap. You might be laughing and joking about that, but it's definitely true. It's definitely true.
Right? Yo, that's crazy though. Like,
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
and like, because what I mean, even with look at even with Jamaica politics now, right? And I feel like poor people shouldn't vote at all. I feel like they shouldn't do anything with politics at all, because when it comes down to Jamaica politics, they can come to an area or a little what they call it.
Bro, they do the same thing up here.
Hold on.
It's just on a bigger scale.
No, but hold on.
They do the same thing.
I'm saying they do the same thing, but the thing about Jamaica, the thing about Jamaica now, they come with food, They come exactly, and they catch people, and then they build up one side of the road over here, so, and then
they do the same thing here.
It's crazy.
Look on Trenton, you in? They do the same thing here. Look on Trenton.
Trenton,
they man they stop in that Migley Road. They man they cut that so. Look on Hillcrest. Look on Hillcrest. They man half High Road.
Yes.
Yeah. Because the other half is Ewan.
They man put a line in that Migley Road where white line.
Separate them.
And fix the left side.
Yeah.
And the right side. No fix. They do the same thing here.
Yeah.
They do this. They play the same game.
I just don't like the Jamaica thing. You catch people them with food. I don't like that. You see everybody come out with like 4 or 5 boxes of box food, bro.
Jamaica, y'all see them get their 5 grand.
Yeah.
Y'all see them with their little shirt.
I don't like that.
So you think I go on a campaign with them when they got a campaign on anything there?
Yeah. All of that.
Campaign
all of that happens.
Big meeting on anything there.
All of that happens, bro.
When them big farmer and big businessman go meet up.
Exactly.
I see them.
It's the same thing.
It's just them not change, yo. And we have vote for it. Well,
I
me
just
not vote for it. Who not vote for it? Yeah, coming up vote.
It's a trap.
And listen, I just feel like we just need to do better as a people, man, and wake up with certain things like you know, and I feel like between last year and this year in this country, you know,
accountability,
you know, social injustice been, you know, plaguing our community the most. You know what I mean? And we've been talking up and doing all these things and trying to, you know, have all these things changed in our communities with policing and all that. And all of a sudden now, you know, we see that, you know, it's this Asian community that is, you know, getting targeted. And I feel like, and hold on, let me finish my thought, because we thinking the same way. Like, I feel like it's not like, if you can, I'm not saying that, you know, of course they're not getting targeted. Maybe they getting targeted somewhere in America more than, you know, than some places here. But we as black people been targeted
more than everybody.
We
support them more than anybody else. We get targeted.
We get targeted on a daily basis.
They got campaigns right now. You see that they can't have campaign.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying,
bro.
Like we get
a campaign. We put this on LGBT thing and that thing.
Listen,
you notice what thing? Notice the Asian thing.
We get beat. We get killed. All of that. Listen. We get, like, I'm telling you, we've been getting beat and killed for years in this country.
Yeah,
and you don't see nobody putting anything in place to stop that.
No promotion,
nothing at all.
No politician talk out. No, not even Obama talk out.
But Biden came in and signed the act for Asians already.
And that match, I tell you, then people, I'm not saying people say that you might get lesser too.
You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. And the thing about it is that I don't get is, like, you came into office and you ran in the times where George Floyd got killed and Breonna Taylor got killed. All of that. Biden, and he used that.
The black woman.
Yo.
Especially the black woman.
Yes.
And then that's what I said earlier. We make excuses for a calamity.
You definitely right.
That's why I said it comes down to accountability.
And I put that out there just to say like, listen, it's every move that these politicians make is for a bigger power. You understand what I'm saying? And I feel like when it comes down to this Asian targeting thing, it's not at a rate where we can say, oh well, you know what I mean? It's basically they're getting killed and all these things happening, because I personally don't see that going on in my neighborhoods, because we are the first ones to go to an Asian restaurant and we buy things nail salons, and we purchase hair shops and we purchase things.
Yo, I don't want to get too crazy, but
I just want to put it out. I just want to put it out there. Like and
people need to relax.
And the thing about it is, what get us, like, that get me so, you know, messed up with it, because black people gave them this rights that they have in this country, because of, if it wasn't for the civil rights and the civil rights movement, nobody would have those rights.
You're right about
and
that.
especially immigrants coming from the country, other countries, which are Asians.
Nobody would have rights.
Nobody would have those rights
except the slave owners.
So if you can't respect or even come out your knowledge and say, "Oh, well, black people need to be protected," we need to be the first priority. Bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm not downing any Asians, and I'm not bashing any Asians, and I'm not telling Asians to be targeted. I'm saying that black people need to be
protected. Targeted Asians. We buy all their products from China. They're not targeted. We love Asians, but let's talk about something serious, though. Like, you see what I say? Mm-hmm. We need to do better, though, as black people.
We do.
You see me? We need to do better. We need to stick together with each other,
and that's
we too quick fit. I guess because we're close together too. We're so close, so we combative with each other. But then say come from slavery, we don't know how that go.
It is
like we're too combative with each other. If you notice, like friends, we fight faster than enemies.
Yeah, because
they're always together.
Yeah, always together.
Yeah, just put that energy and liquor.
Yeah.
So if we just see through them little things there in our life, you know what I mean? Because we're the righteous ones. We first come on earth. You know what I mean? Nature protect we. The God is definitely protecting us because if they never protect we, we'd have dead long time.
Yeah.
So need to just wise up now and just
I feel like it's it just we say in our culture we just set so. You know, I'm set with us that way. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because from like you mentioned it from slavery days, right? You know, they'll have they have the master and you have the house slave and you have the field slave.
Yeah, now, one picking cotton and one in the house.
And the one in the house is looked at as a prestigious slave because he's wearing the hand me downs from hand me downs from the master. Mm-hmm. And now that little thing that happens right there. He already separates himself from the slave that's in the field.
Yeah.
Now, he already just, say, I'm better than him because I wear the same clothes master wear. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the house where master sleeps.
Yeah, he think that, but he's wrong.
He is wrong.
He's wrong.
But the thing about it is, that's how they separate us. You understand what I'm saying? Now, pick a person that you know, that you probably went to school with, that's very intelligent. Went to an Ivy League school. He is going to be put in a corporate area where he's going to feel like he's one of them. He's no longer us no more because he don't live in the same struggle.
That's true.
You understand what I'm saying?
That's true. So you have some people who remember where they come from.
No, I'm not saying that's everybody. Please don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that's everybody. I'm giving an example. I'm saying somebody that we went to school with, right? That been, very gifted, very intelligent, went to an Ivy League school, working in corporate America, or have his own type of practice where he's looked at as a prestigious person.
I know one now.
He's a member of all the golf country clubs, and he knock heads with all those people that are very, in those places. So those are some of those people will look at our community. Yeah, I came from there, but I'm no longer there now, so I'm not that person anymore. So I'm going to be this person where I'm looked at as a prestigious black man and basically a token.
But that's the whole thing. There's nobody no prestigious more than nobody. That's what I say. We need to get back to ourselves as black people.
Yeah, but exactly. The thing about that, but I'm in the society we're living in. That's how we're looked at.
That's how it is.
We need to get back to the mentality where we job not give it prestige and we things not give it prestige.
Exactly.
Right? Yes. It's with works that we do, with actions that we do for other people that give it prestige.
Yeah.
It's my mother said charity.
Yeah, and that's the only thing. I used to. That's why that's how I kind of judge people is by their actions. You know what I'm saying? And I pull that regard when I used to see my grandmother doing all these things, for people, and I was like, yo, she's she's like I always hear about Mother Teresa. I'm like, she the real Mother Teresa because I see her doing it. Yes. You know what I mean?
Those are thief people. Charity money.
Well, yeah, I'm not here talking about that.
know how charities work, bro.
I'm not going to speak on that.
We don't get too much feedback because it's like crazy.
But I'm just saying, just looking at people works and looking at people that actually, are doing things for, from the goodness of their heart. You know what I mean? I feel I put a higher regard on, on their lives and as a person, because I feel like they're more in touch of, with people and not what they have. You know what I'm saying?
And that's massive. Like, that's why society you can't make society get to you. Because especially if you come from nothing, you're supposed to have a little root in your way. You remember them hungry days. Even though you eat lobster now.
Exactly.
You're not going to pass your brother on the street and laugh and kick him because him not have lobster.
But this is this is the thing that we living in. Like,
so look right
now. Look right now in our community, right? You see a person that just probably made it to the league or something like that, or you know what I mean. And he made it to the league and he making all this money, or put it simple this way: this is a hood dude out there trapping, right, doing his thing, got his money, and what the first thing he gonna do? Come back to the same hood and stunt on the people that he was with. You know what I mean? For when he didn't have money.
I don't think that's the first thing.
Listen, that is the first thing.
You gonna buy a car?
The first thing they're gonna do is take care of their household, because most of those people, people that's in the hood that's trapping, are supporting home.
That's hold on, that's not. I don't put that on there.
I think it's a few.
I seen a lot of people trapping for the longest. And never even put a doorbell on their mama house. What you talking about?
Damn, a doorbell?
I think say first thing that are the intention.
No, that's it. That's what you think that their intention would be.
Is a car. They gotta have the best car.
Bro,
it's a car. I'm telling
they are buying everything for themselves, and they coming back to that hood and showing everybody else what they got. And you can't get that because this costs such and such. This you got to be doing this to doing that. Like that's that's black. That's us as black people mentality.
But the person that don't have that, they shouldn't look at that person in any way. They still shouldn't look at that person anyway, because them fi know themselves too. The person who have fi know themselves, and the person without fi know themselves.
I get it. Yeah,
it's a balance to the thing.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
It's envy.
Because you look on him and think I said, but this is what
the build up happens in our society, in our community. Is basically you see this man got his things, and then you don't know how he got his things. You looking at it one-sided. How this nigga got this and he was in the same space as me. You don't know how this man got this thing.
I know,
you know what I mean? And then
too.
And then exactly, they're not looking at them.
First, look by yourself.
They're not looking at them. They looking at.
Not even look by nobody else. Just pay attention to you.
They're not looking at nobody else but that person. They're not saying, "Well, I fucked up. I never did what I was supposed to do." You know what I mean? Exactly. They're gonna look at this man like, "Yo, I remember he used to be right next to me on the corner, and we was doing the same thing." They're not gonna look at this man. All right, he straightened up. He thought about doing a business, and he went out and did it. He took the right steps to do it. But in the same breath, he's like, "You know what? That nigga don't deserve that. I'm gonna kill this nigga and rob this dude." That's the whole mentality that these inner city kids have. And it's always been a trend like that. From I was a kid till now, it's always been that trend. And that's why they said that, when you get some money, don't come back to where you went, where you know what I mean, where you came up from, because those niggas gonna kill you. And that's so disheartening for the black community, where a black man or a black woman is scared to come back from where they come from because they don't want to get killed from one of their own.
That's why enough of them people don't want to go back to Jamaica.
Exactly. That's another thing.
That's another thing
they're
too.
Afraid of violence, but
returning resident getting killed from left to right. Remember one year it was like that.
Oh, media is a crazy thing in the brother.
No. What was it? 2019?
Media is reality in the brother.
It was 2019.
A reality,
It is.
Like,
you got Jamaica though, right? You ever got Jamaica?
Yeah.
You ever hear a shot fire around you?
When they try to rob us that one time.
One time.
They try to rob the house, remember?
That one time.
God.
All right, that was one time. Unless you got a party and people do their loose thing.
Yeah, we got a party. Yeah, right. Gun salute. Yeah.
This is what I say. So, crime, I'm not going to say crime in Jamaica is not bad. It is bad because the numbers say it's bad. But the media promote it too. You understand? Them market it. It's like them get paid for it.
Well, yeah, they do. They get paid for it.
It's the bits. Like, if they only focus, I don't know. I believe in law of attraction.
Okay.
Like, if we focus on positive things, there's more positive things in our news. I feel like Jamaica would be more a positive place.
That's true. I feel if it was focused,
music.
If it was focused on positive, then it would be some positive things going on. But at the same time, you can't forget what's going on as the negative things also.
I agree, but I feel like they're scaring. I scare them. I scare people.
But at the same time,
land all right.
So
you have land there, Jamaica, but they not come back to you.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's true.
So what would you rather?
My money don't matter, but I build nothing. Just make a land go on.
What would you rather?
Tell her to give me land.
I'm gonna take you land.
Where land there? Which one today? You taking?
I'm gonna block you.
Tell her to give me. You go Billy down there.
But as I said, like. It is crazy.
You see what I say? People scared because of what they see.
But what would you rather, right? What would you rather, like, if no news capture any negative things, or what you see is negative? If they don't capture and tell you or inform certain people what is happening in this area or that area, and you go down there and not knowing anything and be blind to all that, what would you want? Would you like that?
No, I'm not saying no news.
Because
I'm not saying no news, because definitely the media is needed, but we're in a state right now where things are just for clicks and likes.
Of course, of course.
Yes. The media report it, then 12 social media network report it, and then the vloggers report it, and then everybody report it. Like, they oversaturate the air with the news.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Actually,
now
that you're saying, like,
they definitely do.
If a report,
and if it's it's not,
I understand what you're saying.
And it's not like
I got that driving.
We got a lot of media outlets that they don't even have the actual facts first. They report
negative spread faster. They
definitely do.
Yeah.
They definitely do.
It's a lie, though.
When
they tell us that negative spread faster than positive, that's a lie. That's a lie. You see me?
Well, listen. They tried this. They tried this. Like,
we're living in some realities, bro, that people create.
We kind of seen that. We kind of seen this though, because I think we did a project when I was in school like that. Like, we tell somebody something, one thing that happened, and you got to tell exactly the same thing what was said, right? But every time when you get to the first person to the last person, the story changes.
Yeah,
every time.
It's gonna happen.
It's gonna because everybody has to embellish.
It's gonna change.
They always have to embellish to make this thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I don't feel like people want to put out this negative energy or negative stories or whatever. I feel like everybody wants to embellish their story the most,
or everyone have a different opinion.
Exactly,
and they just throw it in there. I've seen that happen. They're just throwing their own opinion, not following what the news said. That major news outlet.
Most of the stuff right now, everything right now is with social media becomes trending.
Yeah.
Once something becomes trending, everybody hits on the trend, including the media.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true.
And they push the narrative.
Because look at TikTok. TikTok is running everything. Oh my
God!
And I don't even have that app on my phone. Do it. So if you can take a little thing from TikTok and you see that go viral, it even reaches the news. It's all of this stuff. See, it's all this stuff that's going on.
That's all say anything that real news. I report upon what happened on TikTok.
Yeah. Like if it's a viral dance or a viral anything.
One dog. Just get a liver and a lungs and them they're breaking
news. Yeah.
The internet is a whole thing, man.
We need to wise up as a people, black people.
Yeah.
We need to wise up as a people. We need to get more conscious.
Or just
we are do some of the things some of the things that we are do, but we're not conscious that we are doing.
Exactly. We're not conscious of a lot of things that we doing and a lot of decisions that we make daily. You know, you're definitely getting, you know, programmed to do things that we normally wouldn't do.
It's a documentary on Netflix about it.
Yeah,
I think it's called The Circle.
I heard y'all telling me about it, but
the way, like, it's one button. If they decide they want to make you sad all day, hit one button. I'm telling you, watch people watch it's on Netflix.
I would love to see that. I would love to see that documentary though. I ain't gonna lie.
They can make you happy, sad, whatever they want to do.
Well,
it's on Netflix.
I feel like,
watch it.
I feel like life is the greatest. So once I got that, you know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, so.
But I don't know. Just pray for my people.
You know what I mean? But you know, us, you know what I mean, just try to, you know, love people, you know, as much as you can, especially your family, the people that's close to you, and try to do right, you know, to others and especially yourselves. Do right by yourselves and then do right by others, because, you know what I mean, it takes self-love to give love. You know what I'm saying?
There we go.
So, you know what I mean? That's why I end this show every time saying love, because, you know what I mean, you need to love more. You need to love yourself more. You need to love the people around you more. You know what I'm saying? A little bit more
positivity.
And you got to be positive. You know, I know we always come out here and we speak about, you know, what's going on in the world, but, you know, it's just to inform, you know, you guys is, you know, to know that the difference between what's real and what's not, and, you know, what's, you know, for us and what's, you know, against us. You know what I mean? So,
open no eyes.
As Dylan just said.
Exactly.
Yeah. Open no eyes.
So,
but you know, we see it, people see, well, not we, because me not include myself, but they see it and create excuse for it. Well, and then later it come back them in the butt when then they can't control it.
So it come back
again.
down to accountability, right? In a kind of way, if you think about it.
Well,
everybody should be accountable.
Accountability.
You know what the people them see, they see what them do.
Yeah.
They know what I go on. Everybody, we know what I go on.
Exactly.
We just act like we don't know.
Well, we're going to conclude this episode right here. And, you know what I mean, don't be scared to give us your feedback and let us know in the comments what you feel about this conversation.
Hit that like button.
If you agree with me or you disagree with me or you disagree with anybody else on the panel on the show.
Voice your opinion.
Voice your opinion. Tell me, you know what I mean, you know, agree with that stupidness or whatever, blah, 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 whatever you want to call it. Or if you agree and you want to give your own sentiments or whatever, what we, you know, talk about on this episode, please do. I will be in the comments. You know what I mean? I'm always in the comments and I will, you know, reply when I want to reply and all of that stuff. So
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I know people don't like a politics talk, but
yeah, you know what I mean. It has to be
society talk. And
yeah.
Oh, Bob Marley, 40 years. You know.
I like that shirt too.
Oh yeah, he died today, 40 years ago.
Yeah,
yeah.
40 years legend, you see me?
Yeah.
I have to get a t-shirt. I noticed I don't have no Bob Marley t-shirt.
I got Bob Marley t-shirts, but
it's kind of weird.
They somewhere around here.
It's kind of weird. I have to get one.
Drop out last.
Yeah. Well, you know what I mean. Big up to Bob. You know what I'm saying. Big up to the Whalers. Big up to his, you know, his sons and his daughters that's keeping his name alive. You know what I mean? You know, we appreciate all that you do for reggae music. You know what I mean? People. So rest in peace, Bob, 40 years. And you know what I mean? Your music is still going strong. Blessing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And Jacob Miller's birthday was like Wednesday too.
Oh yeah. Taurus too. Wow.
Taurus.
All right.
Taurus.
That's what's up. Big up to Jacob Miller too, because I think he died a year before Bob. Yeah. So, you know what I mean? Big up to the greats.
If you can listen to Bob Marley and Jacob Miller last speech together, you just listen it.
It's on YouTube.
It's on YouTube?
It should be.
Okay.
Check it out.
Yeah, I need to have that. I need to hear that conversation.
I'm gonna have to
listen.
I
really do.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you know, big up everybody, and you know what I mean, do remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel. and also our social media.
For Dillinger.
Yeah, check out Yardies Abroad.
Oh yeah, Yardies Abroad, his YouTube channel also. Yeah. You know what I mean? So check him out because he got a lot of things going on from his last
Good
trip.
Content.
You know what I mean? So a lot of videos.
One we talk about on this too.
Yeah.
There's a whole discussion.
Exactly.
I don't have ideas.
So you know what I mean?
Even ideas.
Big up to all our subscribers. I've seen everybody subscribing. You know what I mean? Very fast. And you know what I mean? I've seen everybody loving our reaction videos.
Yes.
We're actually going to do one tonight.
Make sure we get one tonight.
We're going to get out, one tonight. So, you know what I mean? So, big up to everybody that's keeping us growing and, you know what I mean? And, everybody that want to do any sponsorship, with the show, hit me up at One Drop Podcast at Gmail. And, you know what I mean? All the information is there.
Advertising too.
Yeah, advertising all that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Restaurant.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Even a party, even party events. You know what I mean? Events that you want to. You know what I mean?
We got one coming up though.
Send it to you. Check in, people. Check in.
Yeah, so we here, man. So, like I said every time, love.
Yeah, Loki Flex. Cyclone, I represent for the One Drop Podcast. You know the thing, you know the lingo. Get to the money, get to the cash. Yo, a Cyclone, I represent for the One Drop Podcast. You know the thing, you know the lingo. Chat.
Watch out,